Salute and thank you, NERDSoul. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that Street Geek and NERDSoul. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Let's go, baby. You know what's up. It's anime's time. Look, we gonna have a good time. Alright, don't be coming in here with no hateration and no holleration and this dancery. Alright, so right now, I'm going to two young brothers, alright, from the Gulf of America. Alright.
That's terrible.
Oh man, that name is just it don't even. Oh man, but
It don't
honestly,
even hit.
this ain't the first time. If you guys, depending on your age, remember we're gonna stop calling them French fries. We're gonna call them freedom fries. This ain't remember.
God.
This ain't the first time.
Vaguely remember that, but
Anyway,
that's a failure.
oh, bro, I'm gonna give it right over here or right over there. This man is the boss hog of.
All right, retired boss hog. He's a Confederate jackass. No, none of that imagery.
You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. All right, he's the top dog.
This is where I'm gonna jump in. I actually met what's his name, the blonde dude from the Dukes of Hazzard, John Snyder, before. I met him at
Okay.
He was cool, but F him too, because he up there hating on what's country and what's not country music, and he ain't even from he from New York. And he released his country album.
If you don't get out of it, man. Anyway,
but he's been a good actor. But personally, he might be a jackass.
Good old boy
from New York.
Never meaning no harm.
But he wind up. But he go wind up as a Tyler Perry actor. He was in what's that movie?
He sure was.
He was Tika Sumpter. Right, he was Tika Sumpter's. He was getting it on with Tika Sumpter.
Tika, man,
that's how she got introduced.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. Sometimes when you meet people in real life, you're like, yo, like TV be helping y'all out. Look.
Hold on. If you about to insult Tika, just
no.
All right.
Look, I'm waiting. I'm at the valet, waiting right beside Tika. I look over. I see it's Tika. I don't want to trip, cause you know what I'm saying. I don't want to trip. You know what I'm saying? Cause you don't want to be that dude who's tripping.
Nah.
Look, in regular sweatpants, clothes, looking like it's laundry day. Still looking better than TV. I'm telling you, TV don't do her no justice. I'm gonna say that. Just let y'all know, it's real. That ain't movie magic. That one's real. I'll give you. It's real. Because Shorty was mad dressed down. It looked like it was laundry day. It was just t-shirt and sweats.
You look at the definition of Jet Beauty of the Week. You see Tika something. Anyway,
still official. I'll just say, still official.
quick story. One of the years when the NBA All-Star was in New Orleans, Reggie Bush hosted a Super Bowl. An All-Star party. Mm-hmm. He was with the Saints then, and my friend was on a label, and he rapped, and he chummed his way into the party, and he said it was lit. He said all the big stars were there. He said Michael Jordan was there. He said it was Reggie's party. Reggie was dating Kim Kardashian at the time. I thought she was pretty attractive at the time. I was like, was she there? Was she looking good? He said, bro, she's very painted pretty. He said, but you know who was in there looking half. He said she didn't even look like she had makeup on. He said, I know she did, but she just looked. He said she was looking youthful. He said Gabrielle Union.
Yeah, she don't age. She ain't aged at all.
He said she was the baddest thing he had seen.
Yeah, you know what she does? She still does look very young. She doesn't. Yeah, because now that I think about how she looks now as opposed to
was 45 playing a high schooler. Anyway, my name is Keith Cooper. This will be on the Blurdish platform. Check us out. We're on several different things, and we're gonna talk some soul leveling. We're gonna talk some Invincible for sure.
Invincible.
Wish Sherry was here to give her opinion, but hey, we got him.
She might roll through.
Maybe she'll roll through. But yes, great story, Mark. Because yeah, Gabrielle Union she just timeless. Some
Yeah,
people
man.
do not age until they sell their soul. Like what's her name from Clueless? She held it
Oh,
down for a long time,
what was it? Stacey Dash.
but then when you start talking about when you look, my quick side story. This is look. This is a blurtish podcast. We done gone off deep rails already. We ain't gone deep rails on time. When she joined Fox News and my job that I used to hate very deeply when I worked at budgeting, and of course, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
They put in TV monitors. I'm at work as a black man in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I see Stacey Dash for some reason talking about the black men in Louisiana don't work and do that. I'm like, I'm at my goddamn
I'm
job,
at work right now.
I'm like when she was a pundit before they
I'm
fired
at
her.
work watching you telling me that I don't work.
I'm like, man, that was it for me. I was like, I ain't never seen nobody so pretty, so ugly.
Get you every
Fox
time.
News posted.
Ruined them.
Fox News posted an article talking about unemployment, and they had this brother's picture, and the brother commented underneath. He said, "Yo, y'all wow," saying I'm unemployed. I'm at work right now.
It's a picture of me. This is a picture of me at work.
What the reference was about Louisiana,
Dang.
or something came out, but I'm like, I'm at work.
You know how it is. You got to get a hyper specific example to then extrapolate over the whole nation.
Trust me, there's a lot of people who look like the opposite of my skin tone, missing teeth in a parish next door that don't work. So I'm just saying.
I just came from over there. You absolutely
telling
correct.
you that epidemic that they've been putting up billboards about trying to help, Chad and Karen out there. Look, them teeth be gone. Them teeth, look, that thing, look, all I'm saying, I'm not an advocate for substance abuse, but find one that doesn't take your teeth away.
That's all I'm saying. They look like the dudes who the Tiger King was dating and marrying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, and speaking of the Tiger King, before we go over to Lambo Maserati, can we all agree that what is it, Carol? She killed her husband, right? Like we all know that, right?
Oh,
like
yeah.
she fed him to the tigers, right? Like we all here.
As much as I don't want to agree with him, he got that right.
Like when she started telling that story about, I was like,
you know what? Shout out to Netflix for the Tiger King during the pandemic.
Yo,
that was some of the best trashy white folks I ever seen in my life.
Because I was like, hold on, I was alive while this was going on. Why did I never heard about this,
Mike? Because we on a regular plane of reality. They on a different plane of reality.
It's like,
don't make sense.
You know that there's crazy people that got tigers like in their backyard.
When the man who inspired Scarface is the most sane person on your show, who literally talked about, oh yeah, we might have killed a federal agent, like it was nothing, and that ain't nothing on the show.
When someone says like something like that, they've been snitching.
I'm like, hold on, this is what we starting off with. I might go back and watch that. That's a show I might go back and watch drunk.
Yo, Tiger King was something that was like, this is wild.
Hey, you don't want to get that sober again.
Because you got to be drunk to believe this happened. Like, I want to be an old man and be like, kids, gather around. There's a crazy man who lived in Oklahoma. I believe, it was Oklahoma. And he was providing wild animals. Even Shaq was involved.
I don't even know how you just get tigers. Like they just had tigers and stuff.
I don't know. Shout out to the dude who owned one in West Baton Rouge for that gas station that he's abusing that one over there. Yeah, that was on the list too. Anyway, move on, man.
All right, next up we have Lambo Maserati. What's up?
What is up, y'all? It's Mark Dub, aka Lambo Maserati. Bullet holes through your body. Feel me? Come with me.
All right. So
I don't want to come with you.
We go. I ain't trying to catch no felony. All right.
So I'll be this, man.
Like, yo, man, I ain't going to front. I know we listen to all this music, but all that music was wrong. They was telling y'all wrong. They was telling all us wrong. They was in here telling us to
Bruh,
do wrong things.
I tell my son about growing up listening to Tupac. I said, bruh, I was not cut out for that street life. Tupac had me wanting to run up and pull a gat on the police officer.
Yo, these folks was casually talking about killing people like 12 tracks an album. You know what I'm saying? It was just
Spice One killed more people on track. He should not be free. He a free man.
Man, there was promoting the wrong lifestyle. But, all
Last
right,
one brought the heat, man.
so all right, starting off because we got Dub here, we got Coop here, and I think both of y'all read, of course, the one and only Invincible.
Didn't read it, but I'm familiar with what's going on somewhat.
All right, so we had the finale. I'm gonna throw it out there. How y'all, as folks that read it or semi know about it, how do y'all feel about the finale, man? Invincible, we got it. We got the.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I didn't read as much as Mark, but I'm gonna just say this: it was goddamn awesome. I mean, it was great. I mean, this is what I watched this show for.
Yeah.
This is, and I know. Shout out to Sherry. That's why I wish she was here. But you can tell. Look, they spit. If you got a budget,
yeah,
this is where you know where to put it.
It's clear the last two episodes got the budget,
and I am okay with that. Is even when I'm griping about a show or something, if you put the money where it's supposed to be at, but if say you got limited money, like, look, man, we know how to stretch $1. Like, look, y'all, I can't buy a burger on Tuesday, but if I could buy one on Friday, shout out to Whippy. It always was Tuesday for some reason, but maybe you get that burger on Friday.
Back on Tuesday.
Yeah, you get that burger on Friday. Yeah, I know I dated myself. Old people, young people, look at up. Popeye Wimpy. But anyway, but if you gotta make your dollar stretch and put it where it matters, then they show you what to do. And unfortunately, that I guess Western animation have to do it, and Japanese animation do that. So they stretch it too. But you only get so much dollars in the West. They were like, all right, even though Mr. Amazon can spare, you think he can literally make that show look like that the whole time if they wanted to, but also it will take time to animate that much Segoy, if you will, that much fluidity. Because man, you talking about the shots when Oliver's turning, when Invincible's turning, and you see the 360 shots from up above.
But great next level.
But I'll let Mark go because I know we're gonna get drilled down more into it.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Well, the only thing I said to Coop about it was it felt it felt a little short because the Conquest saga was a series of books. You know what I'm saying? It seems so much longer in the comic book. Like I don't know if I expected it to be resolved in one episode, but I was not disappointed with it. Like,
I will say this:
it was the worst that I told you was coming. When I witnessed it, I said, yeah, this is pretty bad.
Bruh.
This is pretty bad.
When he smacked Oliver to the pavement, I was like, there were a couple of hits where I was like,
yo. I was like, yo.
He was like, get ready for the beatdown. He was like, yo.
I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen a smack like that in Invincible. Invincible got some hard hits, but that
smack, was, and then the teeth falling out after the full-grown face kiss the face, because he punched him with a grown man punch after that, knocked all his teeth out. So kids, sometimes stay out of grown people fighting. All right.
Like, I get it, that's your older brother, but the best thing you could have did is like help people in the around the perimeter, like get away. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
he don't know that he sometimes, but also what the saying is, a hard head makes a soft ass. This is the epitome of that statement. That sometimes you gotta learn.
I mean, he kind of helped. He did give Invincible a chance to breathe, but at a cost, at a serious cost.
Like, so much trauma every which way, man. Like this.
Yeah.
But back to Mark. But like I said, it's such a great. But
yeah. Go ahead, Dale. Go on.
No, I
Well,
absolutely agree with you guys. Like they ramped up the brutality. It's
crazy.
they didn't spare us at all.
It also kind of showed that I mean, of course it's animated, but in sort of real life, you kind of can't get away from this type of fight, because they went through, like, what was it, 3 cities, and then they ended up on a beach somewhere.
When you are a flea, so,
like,
and
you
somebody
might think
shoot a
you
laser,
might be in, like, say if you're in Washington D.C. and you're in Charlotte, North Carolina, so you're like, oh, that's like 6-7 hour drive away or something like that.
Across the world or whatever they was when that beach scene was. You know what? I never been so scared for an animated person. The level of threat that just ramps up with this show, and shout out to Stevie Wonder for emoting that, because we're gonna talk about somebody who's emotionless a little bit later, but emoting that,
emotionless, that's
emoting the level of fear, pain, hate, and like that is voice acting. That is acting, True, and shout out to, I don't know who plays Oliver, if that's a kid or if that's a lady playing a kid. I can't quite tell, but either way, they killed it too.
Yeah,
and man. Just and what's his name? Who played Negan? Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Oh yeah,
killed it, knocked it out the park, man.
AKA Sam and Dean's dad. Right.
Like any role where he can play a grizzled old white man with a beard and greasy, got the greasy mop top going on, and he done kill people. He's on that short list for a long time.
I want to ask, because Dub, you were kind of talking about this in the last episode. So, because when I was watching the episode and Adam Eve comes in and she gets mad, the guy's like, you can't, your leg. And she was like, does it look like I need to walk? So I was like, oh snap! Oh, she does her best. Honestly, she does. And we also get the explanation of why she can't go full power, like I said, or like I was talking about. But then we also find out, like, she's essentially the Phoenix in this, right? So,
I mean, for her, for her.
I was like, when she popped up, I said, oh, hold on, what?
I mean, she's Molecule Man. She rearranged herself to be healed and burned off his skin level. If he was normal, he would have been vanquished. Now that hurt like hell, but Conquest is just something. Good lord,
yeah. Conquest was and the fight, like seeing Invincible, like the anger, and he was right to a certain degree. Anger isn't going to make you more powerful. It's not going to. It might not make you faster, but one thing anger will do is push you to fight through the pain. And you were bringing nothing but pain, but that level of anger, it was like, that pain don't matter no more. I saw my baby dead. Gotta go.
Man, Conquest he underestimated Mark.
Yeah.
He just thought Mark was so weak.
Yeah, he was playing around.
Yeah.
I mean, when a man can blow his blood into a bubble and pluck it at you for fun in space. That was sick. Hilariously sick.
But then on a character level, it was kind of sad when he was whispering to Mark, like, yo, I'm lonely.
Now, by the way,
everyone is scared of me. No one really talks to me. They always send me away because they're scared of me. So I'm lonely. I don't get to talk to anyone. That was kind of like creepy and also
absolutely creepy,
touching for a moment. It was like, yo, hold up.
It was pathetic. It was sad.
It felt sad. Like, oh,
it was a sad. He's a sad, pathetic man who's just evilly good at his job.
Because he's doing what his society wants him to do.
That was not in the comic book. That was added for the show to get that. Just added more, so they know how. Look, this is how you adapt stuff. When I know a lot of people don't like some things, blah blah. I'm sorry. This is an adaptation, y'all. This is how you do that.
Yeah, whenever something is changes the medium, something's going to change.
Can change in the medium,
book, but comic book or whatever, it's going to change.
Especially when you can take something 2D, because we're going from 2D to 3D fleshed out characters who speak. So therefore, letting Jeffrey D. Morgan to put that in, or if they wrote that for him to make more for Conquest, instead of him just saying, I'm Conquest, I kill things. No, I'm a sad, pathetic psychopath. Like, I just want to make a friend. But guess what? I'm going to have to kill you because that's what I do. I am the Conquest. And I'm going to make you take this to your grave. It's disturbing. Like, oh my God.
You can't tell. You can't because of course that is a form of weakness in his opinion.
He can't say that as a Viltrumite.
So he can't say that, but at the same time, it's true. And what's sad is this is what they wanted him to do. Now they're scared of him for it. You know what I'm saying? It's a vicious cycle.
And you're talking about
the Viltrumites are like, be evil, go kill people. Then he does it, and now they're scared of him for it.
They are scared of him. Like, that's insane.
Yo, now Mark said, I don't care if I ain't got no legs or no arms. I'm gonna give you this forehead.
I'm gonna have to say this. What was the most disgusting part of the fight? Something about the legs always get me, but him, I knew every time he was gonna catch his hand that he was gonna break it. Oh. You just knew it was good. Like, I was like, oh my God. It's like Conquest did everything that if you had that power, that might have taken him serious, but when he got serious, he broke his hands, he broke his knees, he broke whatever he could. He just gave him a little bit of a rest. Now he was taunted a little bit, and he should have just did his job. Yeah, but he said,
I guess he came down. He's like, yo, I don't really have any people that I can fight
long.
I'm sure when Viltrumites, especially a Viltrumite who seems to be stronger than the others, like when he comes up to a planet, it's rare that he gets to really fight. Yeah. He probably just mows. He said it had been
hundreds of years since he had been able to cut loose like that.
Look at Omni-Man when he fought the Flaxons, and look what he did flying around their planet. Yeah. So I mean, he cut, and that's him somewhat cutting loose, but he kind of cut loose because he's Mach 5 for how many years it was in a dimension. And just blasted them to bits.
It wasn't even like they had nothing.
And dropping their buildings on top of them over and over again for centuries. For what probably felt like decades of centuries for them.
Yeah. And he did not leave any stone unturned. So you look at Conquest.
I'll be honest, that was probably one of the most brutal scenes I've seen animated. That was wild, man. That put him that scene made him more dangerous to me than the Homelander.
Okay.
Yeah, Homelander can't do it.
Like, Homelander.
I don't even know why Homelander,
because he's in his particular world.
Yeah.
But if there were other writers handling this, i.e. me, like he wouldn't, because they kind of make it seem like, oh, I can fly. So even he said, like, you can't even fly. I'm like, that is not the like the height of power. It's like you're lucky we don't have any, like, I don't know, level 5 telepath or something like that. It'd be like,
Homelander is like,
Homelander, like, I'll just shut your mind down. Now you're drooling in a hospital for the rest of your life.
Lucky he is not in Invincible's world.
Yeah,
because Tech Jacket probably would beam him up.
Yeah, like Homelander, like, you lucky you ain't got to deal with like Jean Grey.
You ain't got to deal with Beast, Battle Beast.
What is his name? What is it? Like Kid Icarus? No, what is the?
Everybody in Invincible world got smoked. They are coming with purpose. You ain't got to deal with a giant dragon, mythical dragon that can't die.
Man,
like, come on, bro. Like people be like,
you know what, y'all? I hate to say it, but it looks like Cecil was right, because he started getting Mark ready just on the notion that something bigger and
because Anissa came,
was coming. Because Anissa said, you can't even deal with me, and the next one that comes is gonna be way worse.
But to Mark's credit, shout out, I'm gonna go ahead and give this to Mike. They came up with, actually created a training regimen that he was able to do to get stronger. And also, I just feel like it comes, I mean, he trained, but it's that experience of pain, dog. Like, Invincible has to lose to win. And honestly, I want to take it into another conversation.
He's almost like a saying with that. Like every loss makes him stronger.
And I want to say this to people because, and even without getting stronger with it, you know, I know maybe he gets a Zenkai boost. Who knows or care? But he heals. I want to talk to the people that keep saying, I see this thread out there that Mark ain't have no W's. I'm like, y'all.
Really?
And I just want, yes, this, and I want to say this is
Marcus won fights before. He just
this not even go deep into that part, but I just want to say for this, they be like, people are like, oh, this is, and like, this ain't no knock, this ain't a gender war thing or nothing, but people just like, oh, that's Adam Eve won and helped him, and then Oliver, blah blah. Like, y'all, it's 3 people out of this whole planet that stopped the second or first most powerful Viltrumite. And you see what one can do. The regular Viltrumites can roll people.
I think he's number 2.
So he's number 2.
There's only one stronger than him, I think.
And that's with the king, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean, some might say Nolan is as strong as him, but
regardless, he killed one of the top 5 out of 50 of these world destroyer monsters. So, but it's just. And like, y'all, look, I'm an otaku. I love anime. I love this. But the way people, and maybe this is my old grumpiness, man, set it in, where I want to give some love to the Western comics. Because I hate when people are like, oh, everybody in Dragon Ball world will just blow up everything else. Like, dog, it's the power of the pen. But how you express the power of the pen, what makes the hero interesting. Mark, if he just rolled everybody, the show would be boring. This is why this is one of the greatest superhero stories told. He's not supposed to just be unscathed. No, he giving his whole soul and well-being of his life. He's supposed to
overcome something.
He's overcoming every single thing. That's why the title card is more intense than a lot of you idiots who can't process this right. That's why the title card is so intense. That's why when we say, oh, it's Blue Suit era, even the suit, the blood, the pain that comes on the title card is letting you know that whole life that when he was being nice, it's a fallacy. It's all a lie. It's a sham. And that is what he had to overcome. He's not just a brainless dud. Like, he's 19, but he actually cares about being a hero. He actually wanted to do it. This is why he's the only Mark Grayson that turned out seemed to be good, because of one, Debbie was in his life. Because when he understood what his dad did was wrong, and he had character, that's why he's something special. Yes, that's why it's similar to Spider-Man. That's why they had plenty of Spider-Man, but that's why Peter Parker is looked at special, because he's this he's the poor kid that does well, that does it with heart.
The idea that this was Adam Eve's win, it's like,
or people say, if it was because of Adam,
he was fighting the guy since the beginning of the episode. Like, are we? So we're not. So because all right. So because Adam Eve had a layup, now we're gonna give the whole 48 minutes of the game to her. Come on, man. And I'm not saying that Adam Eve didn't do her thing, because she did.
Some people are just not giving nobody like no credit. Like, it's
so nobody won. So now nobody won. Conquest just came to Earth and laid down
for all of them, because for one, sometimes the victory is living, y'all.
Yeah, and you'll learn that
surviving. That's right. Kind of the
because everybody you're fighting is a dang world killer.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been in a car wreck? Have you ever fell somewhere, broke a leg, and you like, thank God I survived, or whatever you need to say? Oh wow, that's amazing. Hey man, congrats, you lived. You're not a street payment. You're not dead.
So okay, if we're gonna say that all of Mark's wins are team wins, fine. But it's very clear that Mark did what, like 80% of the work. Like, it's
Mark.
He was there. The guy showed up and came to Mark. Why did he come to Mark? Because he knew that Mark was that dude. So he knew Mark was the only one that could.
And he headbutted that man into a coma, and at the risk of his own life.
He was dead. We thought he was dead.
He should be dead.
And then, of course, because he said, show him the body was there. So he was like, burn it. So only because, and I'm almost absolutely sure I didn't write this comic book. I did. Oh, shouts out to Patreon. I got the full compendium for y'all on the site right now. But anyway, without even reading it, I'm almost sure this is going to come back to bite y'all. Like, just burn the body. What is? I get it. I know there's information to be gained, but isn't there a
no,
safer way?
you are
Can't we just take
absolutely
his
right.
brain out and just read the synopsis or something? We don't have to keep
Sometimes-
this man alive. This is a bad
Sometimes you
idea.
need to kill. Sometimes you just need to let some people go. Like
Yes.
sometimes
It's a
I don't even
horrible
want to
idea.
agree with Oliver, but this is where I have to agree. Like sometimes some people need to go. If you let just all right, DA Sinclair, he should go, but I kind of slightly get it. Nah, you can't withhold this, dog. Like, dog, you can't control this.
Bruh, you can't.
Sometimes you just gotta let some stuff go.
Do you really think that this man is going to say, okay, I'll just stay in this tungsten or whatever?
Like, dog, he literally is
Cecil.
like probably the second strongest of the strongest race in the universe.
That
He's
man,
number 2.
he can
He's
fly
the
through the middle of the earth and explode it.
Cecil.
Like, and it's
Come on.
like, what?
You haven't made a rare metal strong enough to encase him in it.
Yeah.
And you don't
So-
have no heroes that can deal with him. You want to talk about losing? Guardians
Also-
of the Globe. What have they
also-
won?
Yeah. Also, speaking of, since we're talking about Cecil, if you were spending the same amount of time trying to create a Senzu bean for Mark instead of putting some kind of audio device in his head, we'd be in a better place.
Well, he doesn't want to believe that Mark can be 100% good. Cecil doesn't believe in good, and I understand why you may not want
just
to.
because you're evil, Cecil.
But he
doesn't
also,
mean that everybody else is.
but he also does heal him. He don't want to give him instant healing ability.
Because here's the thing. If you're going to go along with Cecil's line of thinking, you also have to add this into the same thinking. If everyone's evil, if no one's to be trusted, this, that, and the third, how do you think someone will feel if they're always saving you, always standing up for you, always defending you, and all you do is treat them like they are an outsider?
You know
What if they
Cecil
say,
gonna
you know what? Well, fine, I'll just leave. If
He's
I'm
gonna
not
be like-
wanted, fine. So you can't have it both ways, Cecil. You can't be like, oh, well, I can never trust him and blah and treat him like a criminal, and then
Well,
also or try to equate him to
I hate to
Sinclair,
I hate to say,
but then
he's-
also want him to be there and help you.
He's
because-
trying to have it both ways because he's literally reanimating the dead. So there's your answer. If you die around Cecil, you'll be taken up like by the Shadow King.
Also,
And we're gonna talk about later.
Yeah,
we
I was
can't
thinking
trust.
that's feeling very Jin Woo-ish.
Very
we
Jin
can't
Woo.
trust DA Sinclair. How do we know that he ain't putting some special backdoor code to be able to control the GDA or GDP or whatever it is?
Because if
and- and
Cecil's
break
smart,
himself
he
out?
probably should have a bomb rigged in his brain.
Well,
I would put
yeah.
like he'd be like, look, bro.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
he's pretending to not trust the wrong people.
I understand. I understand what you at, Mike, but no,
You can't bro, I'm sorry.
Like,
One Viltrumite destroyed the world almost.
I
You
get
can't-
you.
I would not trust Mark all the way.
My thing is, okay, don't trust Mark all the way, but then you got to also understand that if Mark keeps feeling like you don't trust me, what's to stop him from saying, you know what, screw it. I've shown you enough that I'm on your team. I'm done, and he leaves. What if Mark leaves? I'm not saying that you have to like kiss his butt, but
I hate
I
to
mean,
say
you
this.
can't
Yo, he
can't
absolutely
equate this
needs to.
man. You can't
But-
equate
He is-
this man to
he
D.A.
is the
Sinclair
greatest
and treat
weapon
him like
He
a.
should.
to defend
But
the
at the
earth.
same time, Cecil's probably looking at it like, if you ever like, my greatest fear came true when I saw all these other marks. Now you're special, but what is the catalyst that kept you from being them?
Yeah, I mean,
And we barely made it. Cecil shouldn't change. I'm sorry. I understand his point of view is warped, but What is there to unwarp it?
I'm
Yeah,
just.
I mean,
I mean, I
Cecil.
know the story,
I
and
think
I
Cecil
know
is
the
acting
story. Mark isn't going to leave.
kind of like he should.
Yeah,
I
Cecil
get
has
it.
to be
You
how
know,
he's supposed to be
like I
because
get
that's.
it story wise. Mark isn't going to leave, but I just know me personally and other people I know, it ain't gonna be too much longer. I'm gonna be like, you
No,
know what?
I
Fine.
feel
You don't
you.
appreciate?
Like,
Fine,
hey
fine.
man,
I'm okay. Fine. I'm
I
out.
can't never prove.
I think
Because
Cecil would rather
honestly,
him
after
leave
that brain
than to
thing,
fight with him.
ooh,
I
I might have
mean,
been like, I'd have been like, peace. Y'all
I
be
mean,
good.
You
don't
know
get me
what?
wrong. He snatched him up, and I can't disagree with Mark for snatching Cecil up.
No, no.
So
Bruh, I might out
you put
because look, you
you
don't
operated on
appreciate
my
me, I'ma
body.
leave.
You
I'm out.
operated on my body and put something in my mind. I should
Mm.
kill you. Like
He said I should kill you.
I should kill you. Like so, you know. Look, y'all, not to equate this to blackness, but for people who got operated on with no choice, I'm just saying. Maybe we might understand. Some of our ancestors definitely had that. Some of us get this now from crackpot doctors now who not diagnosing stuff right, and people are dying. So,
Hmm.
look, I'm just saying. This is why. Hey, what Mark say with Blurtish, we assess nerdom a little bit different than y'all. So, hey,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
cause
So,
I'm on the side of like, bruh, look, if this dude leave, like say he decide tomorrow, I'm tired of trying to prove to America or prove to the world or prove to Cecil that I'm good. I'm gonna pick up my stuff and leave. Then where we gonna be at? Cause these Reanimen, they helped. But you know what really helped? Mark.
I mean,
Like I'm just
yeah,
saying, like,
it
yo,
is.
if he decide to leave, eh,
But at the same time,
or
the
he's
story.
decide to
I'll
sit
say
at home
this.
like, we
Unlike
gonna be
a
in
certain
trouble.
somebody, yeah. But anyway, we gonna definitely get to that. But I'm just saying for the story though, um, yeah, it's just. But this what makes him one of the greatest
Yeah,
modern day superhero stories
Mark gonna
ever
come
told.
through.
Because Mark want to protect his mom. You
Yep.
know, his mom is actually actively a part of the show. You feel the emotion. Look, yeah, I know I'm being jokey here because
Nah,
one
man,
show,
yo,
one
she
show ain't.
came
No, I'm
through.
just saying, one show ain't doing what this show is doing.
Oh,
And for you all who ever look, this is one episode where I'm being more pro Western animation because
you're
if
also
y'all
talking about a
dare,
show that has much longer episodes,
I
but
know, I
we'll
don't
let
care,
I'll let you slide. We
but I'm
have
just
much more
saying,
time.
I get it
You're
because
talking
this,
about like you're talking
I'm
about
just
like
saying.
21 minutes or so as opposed
I
to like
don't care,
50.
Mike. I don't care. I read the book. I don't care. It's equal. It's equal to my mind. I'm just saying, but the people be like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Like again, weebs, otakus. I
Nah,
ain't
man.
saying one gotta be better than the other,
Invincible is next level
but
right now. They
otaku,
chilling. They doing their thing.
invincible, the weight of the story and the stuff he's
Yeah.
going through, that beat down. First of all, you really don't want a hero that can just dog walk everybody. It's not good.
See,
It's
your
not.
your hero needs to like win easy, win hard. Win easy, win easy, win hard, win hard. Win easy, win hard, win hard. You want it to go like this, because if he's always winning easy, it's like okay, cool, no problem.
And Mark,
But or have maybe even have like
and
three
think
win
about
easies, and then have one where it's like, oh, hold up, you had
all
to
the
struggle.
stuff Mark wins that's like people that people don't look at. A lot of those villains would wash other people in some other universes.
Yeah,
And he beats them just like in the beginning of the story. But nobody pays that no mind.
The
Like
elephant.
the elephant is like, okay, yeah,
yeah,
he's weak compared to Invincible. He's literally tossing cars and stuff around. Now, of course, that means nothing to Oliver and Mark, and it's kind of
yeah,
funny on the Adam Eve. But I'm just saying, it's just, but I love that they can play up the levity of it before the
yeah.
drop. It's like a roller coaster ride. You go up, it's slow, then it's that
Mhm.
rock, and then
I
you be
love
in.
that those characters are like parodies of characters in Marvel comics. Like they have a Spider-Man parody.
Of
They
course,
have a Rhino parody. The elephant is the Rhino.
just
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
I
also,
love it.
shouts to this show for making me think for a second that Oliver might be gone. Cause I was like, yo, I was like,
Yeah,
Bruh,
cause this ain't one of them. This
yeah,
ain't one of them shows where everybody. This is one of those
man.
shows where I think the only people that are probably safe is like Mark,
Eddie,
Cecil. you know what I'm saying, Debbie. But Oliver don't
I,
seem. I mean, this
let me
Oliver
tell
ain't
y'all,
guaranteed he
when
knew.
I was reading the comic in real time,
Hmm.
when Adam Eve got killed, my heart dropped. That was where that
Yeah, because I
issue
thought
ended,
I
and
I
I
figured
thought she was gone. I figured
but for a
she was gone
month's
for real.
time, I was in a way. I was like, I don't even know if I want to read this book anymore.
Mark
Like
was
they
like,
gone too far.
my Becky Bay got murdered.
Like I was, because when she
No,
got killed, I was like,
hey,
oh
because
snap.
it was a long time before her and Mark got together. But it, like you saw, they built it slow, and when it finally happened, it was like a good thing, and they had their ups and downs, but it was like a good relationship in comics, and then they killed her, and I was like, you dirty mothers.
It just, I,
You
bruh,
dirty mothers.
this whole fight, man,
But
this
yeah, I
whole
definitely thought she was
season.
gone. Either that, or I started thinking because I paused it and I was like, maybe she gone for real. Then I was thinking, well, maybe it'll be something where she on life support, until the next season. I was just like, man, I don't know if she gonna make it. Like because he did call out to Cecil, so I was like, maybe Cecil will get there and they can like patch her up or something like they did the what's the man's boyfriend? What's the boy name? I don't know, Andrew, whatever the boy name is. But I was like, I don't know what they gonna do. And then when I pressed play, I was like, dag, she dead for real because they kept going on. I was like, dag. I was like, all right, Cecil didn't come, and he just went back to fight. I was like, oh snap! And then when I saw the Phoenix, I was like,
Hey,
word.
shout out to I am Kevin. He has a funny recap. He did 40 minutes of the last few episodes, and the Cecil part. And this is his how he played. He's like Cecil, I need you, and he's like and then he turns and he look at Donald. He's like, bruh, did you just see what that boy did? That man did to everybody, and you want me to go within 2 feet of that monster? Like, what the hell I'm supposed to do with my teleporter? So shout out to I am Kevin for that
Well,
joke.
the
He was
the
like,
teleporter is mad fast. It was fast enough to get past Nolan. So I mean, you could just be like, pew pew, like going pew pew, and go out
for
right back.
humor purposes, I totally would not have been
I was like, yo,
zapping
I was
right
like,
there, right now.
Cecil left him out there to dry, and I was like, dang. But then when the Phoenix came through, I was like, word. And yes,
I'm
I'm
just
going to call it
saying,
the Phoenix.
I ain't zapping there. I ain't zapping there, dog.
Yo,
I'm just saying,
honestly,
if I'm evil, hey, you, I've been like, I'm shocked you say, oh, now you want, oh, who calling for who?
even for even for a selfish reason, Adam Eve, you kind of need her. Like she creates matter out of nothing. Like we need her at. Like he be talking about this Reaniman. I'm like, we got someone who creates matter out of nothing. Like we need her in tip top shape. Like
I mean,
unless I'm wrong.
Cecil need everybody to be honest. Like, I
No,
mean,
no,
even
you absolutely right. I mean, the Viltrumites, bro, it's like a planet of rogue Kryptonians, uh,
Yeah.
bloodthirsty Kryptonians. Like,
And when she fought against Conquest and she was like, I've increased the density of the air. I was like, all right, girl, there we go. I was like, there we go. Come on, let's get smart with the powers. Let's get creative. You know what
but
I'm saying?
also shout out to the people who did make fun of us. Like, keep putting up them damn walls that keep breaking. It is
Oh
like they
yeah.
do be breaking.
Well,
Though.
I thought this is one thing that I thought they were gonna do when he busted through them. I thought she was gonna use those shards as like daggers to like stab him,
I
but
mean, she
they
did
never
put it
did
around
that.
her head. She put it
So
around his head.
now she did do that, yeah. Because I
So
was like,
you know,
like Adam Eve, like, look, if y'all lucky, I'm not writing that joint. Because I would be like, you feel that? He would have been like, what? Like, you feel that?
but at the
You're
same
about to have a
time,
stroke. Good night.
somebody like Conquest is probably
like
so
you done, son.
ridiculously. He probably so ridiculously crazy that, bro, you got to kill the heart. You got to rip the heart out.
Yeah.
Like
Be
he
like, you
can't
feel
have
that right now? That's a
beating
heart attack.
organs.
That's a stroke. Back to
Like,
back. And then I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can with this super mallet.
that's me
Like,
put expanding a ball of oxygen in your brain.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, you're experiencing
Adam
a
Eve
stroke.
should be like, y'all lucky I ain't writing her because
she ain't murderous, man. She ain't murderous. She's a hero.
this is
This
at
is why
extreme time. She ain't murderous every day.
She maybe
I'm
Like,
saying
hasn't even thought about something like
this
that.
is why villains don't need the powers. This is why Invisible Woman, a villain don't need Invisible Woman powers.
yeah.
She'll be putting cylinders in everybody's head.
Like there was an episode of I think JLA where or I mean JLU where I think I think Lex Luthor got Flash's powers, and he started phasing through walls and stuff. And he was like, "Why doesn't the Flash do that?" And then Martian Manhunter was like, "Because if you make a mistake, you're stuck in there and you die. like you can't just be willy nilly with
Yeah,
power.
you just can't keep doing this over and
Yeah,
over.
because
Like,
you can't phase. You make a mistake with that phase,
or you throw off the whole
stuck.
time continuing in your life is hell, like what Flash has done before.
Yeah,
Like,
hasn't
so
Flash? I think Flash has done that twice now. Like,
Flashpoint,
yeah, because he
the
did it with
last,
Flashpoint, and he did it with. They did something with Darkseid, and he messed up time too. So yeah, you got to be very careful with Flash's powers. You can't just
yeah,
be
it's just,
doing whatever you want.
bro, you gonna have you in an alternate version of yourself where you gonna be talking to yourself,
Oh
beating the hell out of
man.
yourself or something.
Oh man. Anyway, I'll I'll throw it to the next show.
It's time.
See, sometimes you just want to go out and have a nice night on the town.
Okay, yeah.
You want to be able to
Hmm.
wear nice clothes. You want to
Every
be able
time.
to want to be able to wear nice clothes and be ritzy, if you will.
Mark, you hear this?
I do.
Our team,
Continue.
our team in Sakamoto Days was able to spend a beautiful evening.
Oh well,
Out,
I didn't get to see the episode 11. I didn't get to see it. I tried. My Plex let me down. Shout out to
all right,
Camp
cool.
Vision. I didn't go to
I
my other
did.
site, so I missed it.
The-
But I
I, the-
actually I read it, so I know. If you want to discuss it, you can discuss it.
I ain't gonna discuss it.
But I already read it, so I know what happens.
Yeah, but you ain't see it though. It's an adaptation. It ain't gonna be exactly the same. So I'll throw it over to the man Jin Woo. All right.
I thought you was trying to do something positive for Jin Woo. We got
Actually, Jin Woo
Oh,
didn't even
here you
do
go.
nothing this episode.
No. Stop right there.
Jin Woo
Jin
ain't
Woo
do-
didn't do that. Say it again. Jin Woo didn't do that.
Hold on. We knew Jin Woo won't doing nothing since the last episode. So
That's the problem. That's
Now,
the problem.
in his defense, like I
So,
said last
go ahead.
episode,
Go ahead. Defend
if
him.
you got a whole army of S-class folks, you're like, y'all
Oh,
need me, I'm
man.
good. But once he found out, he was like, oh, hold up. Let me go. He was like,
When he found out,
I'm in the game. So
all right. Let me.
when
let
he
me back-
tags in, he was,
Alright.
you know, when y'all be watching WWF, that's from the old school.
All right, Mike.
I'm old.
I know
So when they
this
had
show-
that hand, he had that
Mike.
hand out there, and they
Don't
said,
you put the hand? Don't you disrespect
he said,
the
Put the hand
struggling?
back, Mike.
Put that hand back. Don't you disrespect
That
the,
man.
the actual
he said-
teammates?
I
Not
think
the 80s. Don't you dare!
Rename the show self-centered leveling.
Don't you dare talk about disrespect the sanctity of Mid
No,
South and NCW and WWE wrestling with that hand. Because of Jin Woo.
he had that hand reaching out.
No,
and
he
he's
did
like,
not. He
Because
took
look,
no. He the guy who take your hand and slap it, and then kick you in the stomach,
oh, kick you in the stomach and be like, ah.
and then flex on you like the Iron Sheik.
Yo. All right, so this episode was great because
Yeah.
the public got to see close up their hopes and dreams kind of die in
Right?
front of
Yes.
them.
Absolutely.
Imagine
Crushed.
you got the best of the best of the best. These are S class. There's like
In
there was
fact,
like 12 or 15.
I want to
S-class
say
people
this
over
now. I
there.
want to say this now. S rank now. This is the point of the story in solo leveling, where S rank equals Jonin in Naruto, and you know what the joke is with that.
Oh.
Jonin.
So basically,
Jonin-
S rank is like just basic level now.
Jonin equals joke because they show up. Oh, he cold. He can make matter out of nothing. He shoot ice out of his. He's like Sub-Zero. Next scene, they washed up by the villain or the monster that got created, and then the Gadin come in and say they butt. So
Bruh.
not that there's no Gadin in this one because you know they were special Gadin, but these S ranks. Now I will say this:
there is good. They got rid of the queen, so that's good. At least she's gone.
yes, they cannot create.
And
no
I
more
don't think
ants.
I don't think they can create another queen unless this S rank ant can become
What
a
is-
queen of his own. Maybe I don't know, but it seems like the main threat
Yeah,
of a
you
queen is
cannot-
over.
create any more ants because
So,
he's
yes.
just a warrior because they go up against by the rules of actual science or something.
Cool.
There's no more queen. So the
Queen,
colony is dead.
yes.
For the most part, other than
There's a couple other ants around, but for the most part, they're kind of like taking care of that, and there shouldn't be no more ants to worry about. But the new guy and the top S rank, it ain't looking good for him.
How many heads did he chopped off of the Japan people?
He just walked through. You talking about walking through people?
Shout out to one reviewer. He was like, the S ranks for Japan washed the Korean folk. Like, he just let the Korean folk live. He like, they should be dead. Even though he did chop them up. He slapped Hunter Shah into oblivion. I mean, she's alive.
That it shows how powerful he is, because he was just like, I don't even care. Pop.
Huntress Cha, up to this point, she looked like she was pretty.
I mean, she's like
pretty high on the S rank scale.
Yeah, she's kind of like the third highest, other than Bach and the greatest weapon. Like, she's up there. She's like number 3 or 4.
That ant making them. Whoo.
Other than like national hunters,
they were like black
national hunter thing. I was like, oh,
Black Ant, man, he is not playing out. He was like, "You kid, are you the king?" Like, dude, like, I just want to fight the strongest dude.
I just know. I'm gonna say this.
They showed his aura, and I was like, Black Air Force One energy.
Everybody, look, bro. I know this is gonna sound crazy, and you know what? For the little bit of time we got to spend with these S ranks, the Korean people, of course, this is a Korean written show, so they got a little plot armor. I like them. They're nice. I love their personality. I wish they kind of had their own show other than this, edgelord that dresses really nice. But
not an edgelord.
It's super duper edgelord, because the character that really made me angry, and y'all gonna see this, and in fact y'all saw what happened in the book. I don't know if they're gonna express it as the book will show it, but I love the S rank healer. The dude was cold, bro. The dude, he can't. And see, in the book, it's even more heartfelt, because that's Bach's boy. He's like, man, I came back to do this mission. We're gonna get revenge for our homie, blah blah blah. He's like, I don't even like being on the battlefield. But he's like, not only am I S rank healer, they may not mention it. Well, I guess they won't get to mention it on the anime because he got his head.
Probably not. Yeah.
But he's actually an A rank in combative skills too. Like, he was actually got sweet with his hands. He can kind of do it all. Like, that's how good of you get to like this guy. And then his head is bitten off. And I'm sorry, that's when this what made me so angry in the book with Jinwoo, with other stuff, and what Jin is going to try to do afterwards, unless they skip it. I mean, can I just say this? Well, all right.
Oh boy, he's about to spoil everything.
I don't want to spoil it. But I'll just say this.
I'm about to spoil it up.
All I can say is this is my opinion. Jin makes me sick, because he could have went. If he didn't go himself, don't just send your shadows to be lurking. Actually, like, hey, bro, I'm gonna send. I ain't gonna go, but I'm gonna have them on. Turn them on. Turn your dummies on to add a shield, because the way his powers work, and he said this. Oh, if I use my mana, they can keep rebuilding. Let them come on. Let them have an extra shield, and then you just replenish your mana. That alone makes me hate Jin, because they literally express that power. Those puppets, shadow puppets, do not die until he run out of mana. They don't even die. They just go back to holding.
Yeah, they go back into like the little.
So
they go back in the locker or whatever.
More than enough soldiers from the bears, the elves, from the knights, and from the other ish that he took.
He got a giant dragon.
Oh snap! He got the dragon.
Giant warrior that he just renamed Hammer or Arm or whatever.
He could have been playing.
Yeah, because he got the King Demon too.
He could have been playing Clash of Clans from his house with his demon shadows to help them dudes out.
I was feeling like I don't know if they said it or if I'm making it up in my brain. I feel like he can see through the shadows.
So they can tell him.
Yeah, I think because that's why he knew to exchange or whatever.
Like
he
they
may
were
not
in
be.
trouble for a while. The people who he put the shadows in, they were in trouble for a while. Like
And
he
some of
could
his
come
Yeah,
at
I
any
wonder
time.
did
He
did
could
the
come at any
shadows
time and help the
and
people.
some of the shadows are smart enough to be like, "Hey, boss, do you want me to interview?"
yeah,
They
so
could
did
kind of they could kind of talk.
did the
Now,
shadows know that they were in trouble? They had to, right?
don't go that deep in it. I think he just saw the news and then he hit the flip button. That's
Uh,
when he saw the news, and he did that in the book too. Oh, now it's serious. I'm like, bruh, it's
well,
been so
in,
now
in
it
his
happened
defense,
fast.
he ain't know. He ain't know. He assumed everybody was gonna be able to handle themselves.
Yes, but I'm
Then,
gonna say this:
and once he
he's
found out they couldn't, he came through,
a
or
loose,
he's coming through.
selfish bastard. He should have, like what
He
we've been
waiting to
saying
get
about.
his mama back though, man. Come
I
on.
don't care, bro. He don't care about his mama. They don't care about their mama and that shit.
He went on a whole
You know,
quest to save
screw
his
this.
mama's
This
life.
is quick spoiler coming in. You know how many
Uh-oh.
times you see his mama after this part? I only seen her one part in the volume. They don't care. All right.
Look, just because you don't see his mama don't mean he ain't seen his mama.
Now he does kind of care. I'll say that, but at the same time, they don't know how to express it to make us care. It's BS. And also, like how we just gave Invincible praises, that he, even though it was parts where he was like, I'm being not say selfish, but he was being 19-year-old and being hard headed. Jin is a in his late 20s or middle 20s, grown, mature enough
He
man.
might as well be 80 if you in Japan, boy.
So, so he's a grown
This
adult.
is facts.
He is a grown, Korea still.
Oh,
but
Korea.
he's a
So all right,
grown
so
adult.
he regular did.
But still, he's old enough to know better. He didn't care. And when
He didn't
President
wanna
Go,
and,
President
he didn't wanna
Go
go and
asked
mess
that
up
man,
his imported American jeans.
he didn't want to mess
Oh.
up his $1,000 cashmere sweater.
Oh, that's cold,
He
man.
had to pay a
He had
tariff
to
on
bust
it
out
to
the
get it.
cardigan. You know what I'm saying?
He didn't want to put socks on because he got to, he got to wear the shoes without the
He got the
socks.
boat shoes with no socks. You know what I'm saying?
the
That's how you
high
got to do.
With the Buddy Holly high waters because he got to look too player.
Oh man,
I'm just saying, Jin is so unlikable right now. And I ain't saying the episode wasn't good because Black Ant, if that's what we call him, was out here
Yeah.
smashing folks.
yo,
And President
was-
Bot, I laugh because he like, I don't want to show people this form, bro. You need to be ready to show this form, dog.
yeah.
Like, I don't care if you look like a monster. You don't look nothing compared to this dude with his aura.
Man,
God,
It was sad.
So Coop and we had conversations before I saw it. Coop was like, "Yo, this ant is already as strong as any of the S ranks, not named Jin Woo." And he was like, "You're going to see him display power that's gonna like blow you away." And I can't say this about solo leveling. Like me looking at these other S ranks and comparing them to Jin Woo, I still didn't think I didn't think they would be so outclassed by this ant. So
Yeah.
What I
Like,
tried to tell y'all, the story is
man.
over. There's no other person that matters, even through the book.
Like I figured there'd be a little struggle, but he's straight. Those S ranks was looking like E ranks out in these streets.
Bro, looking like look, S ranks now look like C ranks at least.
Bruh, it was sad.
They get their shield
Hey,
broke
bruh.
up,
The shield dude, he took his dang arms off. Both of
bro.
them.
Both
He
arms.
slashed
The trip
giant
is
dude
he took
in
his
half.
arms off. We saw him again. I was like, huh? Then I was like, oh snap, your healing is that dope? Oh yes, we good.
S rank killing. No,
Yo,
he's
that-
not good.
Well, look, if the guy can put both of your arms back, look, I mean, hey, he
Bruh.
did his
You
part.
know what?
All right.
I was thinking,
And also, why is he at like the hospital?
why are you broadcasting about your healer? Now you done put him on the bug radar.
Hey,
Oh, and
first of all,
when the healer was out there, I was thinking about you, Coop. I was like, that's what Coop be doing.
I was about to say, shout out to my Marvel Rival players when you on the back line and you have like good heals. But look, y'all, DPS folks, tank folks, just circle back. You ain't got to be up my butt. I'm here to help you. I know how. If I'm
He
good
trying to
enough,
help. He trying to assist.
however, when I play tank, shout out to the thing. I love the thing. I hate the Thing, and I love the Thing because the Thing ability, his jump ability, is contingent upon saving and reducing harm for his teammates. I can only jump, do a super jump, is only to slam my rock shield on the people.
Okay.
Just go there and shield your people, your healers a little bit. Dude, like, oh, I have a super healer. Oh, bet Black Hat.
They should have kept that healer on it. Yo, the healer's job is to stay in like a sniper's perch. And like,
I mean, he was gonna find him anyway because he probably smell him or sense him.
Oh yeah.
But you but you put it on his mind. Oh, you back? All right. First of all, I'm gonna grab you by your ankles and I'm gonna slam you across the ground.
You showing off your healer, huh?
I'm gonna slam you by your ankles, big man, like a piñata, like a bat. Like
when he did that, I was like, oh man, this
it's over.
He OP. But when he hit Hunter Cha, he flicked her, decimated the whole side of her body and flung her like at a high velocity into like a brick column.
He did this weird thing where he was like, I guess, eating some of the queen. I mean,
he ate a. I mean, they're animals, dog.
Maybe he needed some of her essence to. I don't know. Whatever.
They're animals. When one dies, some of these verminous animals eat each other's dead husks for protein. That's it.
Yeah, maybe he needed a little meal because he
probably made him a little bit stronger. I think that's some of the stuff they left out, so it made him like even more ominous when he ate her power, but they didn't kind of quite show it. But he was already
grabbed that arrow and just broke it.
Oh, bruh.
It was just sad.
He was like, "Yo, you Hawkeye? What you?"
Please.
The S ranks, they were so cool until he came.
He made
even the way they were handling the other ants.
He made the S rank stand for sad rank.
Oh,
like they sad now.
But they're not alone. We got the S ranks that are on the boat, right? There's some S ranks that are still on the boat, and then we got whatchamacallit coming through. We got Jin Woo coming through.
I mean, Jin Woo is Jin Woo, right? Jin Woo is.
He said he Jin Woo, right?
His S stands for Shadow Monarch. All right, that's just keep that in mind. He's beyond human possibility at the moment, and I mean that's just where the story goes. So, I mean, like I said, his title is it's there for you to see. That's why when he earned the title Shadow Monarch and Shadow King, he up a level, and then they'll explain all this down the line next season possibly. Because I bet you they're gonna wrap up what was a good arc, but they ran through this.
Yeah. Again,
this needed 4 more episodes of building up intensity. This just is. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. Is it music video cool? In a 5-minute snapshot, yes. The Black Hat was cool. He's beating up people.
Well, I mean, I guess that's just the animation way. Because I mean, I've seen people online talking about the Invincible War. They were like, that seemed way longer in the book than they just kind of wrapped that up in an episode.
Animation can clear chapters in an episode.
Yeah, but so I mean, it's maybe that's just the way animation does.
That's how it times out. Like it's not going to be as long as it take us to read
I would have liked, say, 3 more episodes in this season because I would have liked to get some more of the, like, for instance, when they were talking about the hunters, the guy that was back in Japan, he was like going to leave them for dead. Essentially, he was like, just leave, you good, don't worry.
Well,
he's like, y'all did y'all thing, and we'll just pretend that they died in battle and just whatever.
They do a little bit more in the book, but they pretty much tell you, like, Korea, shout out to Korea, like, we don't like you, Japan. They're like, yeah, hey man, some of them gonna be killed. I ain't good. Ha 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 ha. We go look like the heroes, and we go destroy one of our rivals' military force. So yeah, just keep a lookout. Maybe kill a couple or let them die, and then get back on the boat. But they're not getting back on that boat. Not all of them anyway. Their heads popped off.
Yeah, because the top. Oh, go ahead.
If we are ever in battle, and I'm doing a heal spell, and I'm camouflaged, please don't announce to the giant roach that
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
He was like, we have a reliable ally or something like that.
We probably both dying because I'm gonna be like right by you, hugging you like a lantern. Get this? I'm like, bro, keep going. I'm like, I'm gonna start running.
You're gonna be like, keep sunshine pumping. Keep
Yes.
sunshine pumping.
Yo, he straight told he was like, "We have a camouflage, the ally that's helping
Oh,
us."
word?
Like, what? Don't,
He's right
Word.
behind me.
bruh. You telling everything. Always
Japan.
telling.
Why y'all did that? Why y'all did that to the Koreans, man? Why y'all make things? Why they do? I like Big Man, man. He had a nice little Korean fro. He's all cheery.
Yeah, that was.
Yo,
Big
he's
Shield,
got
man.
slammed numerals of times. Now.
Got slammed, bro. Slammed like Onyx. Like,
No.
bruh, just
The bug did him like Loki, man.
his lights went out. And he was like,
He
ah.
was like, "Look, y'all are weak." Yeah, he was like, "Where's your king at?" And then,
I don't
of
even
course,
need to kill you people.
at the end, when we get to the I guess the king or whatever, that ain't really. I'm thinking, okay, I word, no. That Black Ant is not playing. He
Say,
got
bruh.
one thing on his mind, and that's
God.
world domination.
I mean, bro, just how you think it's gonna go is basically Jin Woo saved the day.
Well,
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be-
that's for every show, no
I'm
matter
just
what it
saying-
is. I mean, you're saying this like every show. Does
I'm just saying it ain't
Guess
gonna
what?
be. no
Spoiler
overly-
alert! At the end of Sakamoto days, Sakamoto's still gonna be alive. Like,
Well, yeah, he's Sakamoto.
like,
I'm just saying. I'm saying the
come on,
way
man.
they do it. I've been saying like it's not so like it's not gonna be like you might have a little struggle, but not really,
Dang.
really. Like it's gonna be just like he had more
Jin
struggle
Woo-
with the dude on the dragon. Like, but now he's gonna be. I promise
we
you,
gonna see. We gonna see.
he gonna
We got
wrap
a
this
whole
all
episode.
up.
He
in
said
an
he's gonna wrap it
episode.
all up.
It's gonna be wrapped up like a case of Columbo
Oh,
with a
dang.
bow on it.
Hey, it's gonna be wrapped up like an illegal burrito from Izzo's.
Mm.
I mean, you can guess what's gonna happen, bro. He gonna kill some people or some folks. He gonna get some more shadow beasts. Watch
He gonna
rinse,
get
repeat.
some more shadow bling, some nice.
He's selfish.
knives for
He
him.
gonna look good while doing it. Shout out to his
He gonna
clothes.
have on his Kenneth Cole slacks
he
and his boots that he got
got the
from
little
Dame
Aldo out
Proof
the mall.
Dockers.
got the little nice broccoli, the little nice comb over cut, whatever they call it. For
He
you
got
know,
a haircut in a little salon in Walmart.
before he get over to the alley, like, hey man, I gotta stop to my
He got
to
that
my
super
barber,
cuts outfit.
to my manicurist. I gotta go shopping. You know, I can't appear on KTV, whatever they call it, without looking fly.
KTV.
Because you know
Oh, boy.
they judge you in Korea if you ain't fly.
He bought the little Calvin Klein brown belt, black belt combo that come on one hanger.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
just saying,
Mm.
for the people who actually talking about Solo Level is better than Invincible, what are y'all smoking?
No, nobody's saying that.
Yes, they are. Yes,
And I
there are
mean-
some weaves out there. Don't believe, Mike. You just don't want to believe it. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean,
Believe it
of
like
course, I
Naruto.
mean, I don't see it. Maybe there is.
Because Mike is not that crazy,
Yeah, I don't.
right?
I don't. These are two different shows. I wouldn't put them in the same.
It
they're
does
two
not
different
stop
shows.
people
One-
on the internet for doing stupid
Like,
stuff.
one, you have a difference of a budget. You also have a difference of time. That's like, I wouldn't. The only show I would compare to Invincible. Do we have any other sort of like action drama shows that are hour long or about an hour long?
No,
I can't
not
think.
really.
I can't think of one right now. Like it's Invincible gets to tell a much longer story.
It does, and I mean,
So it's not fair to, and you're also talking about two different styles of storytelling. So you can't.
That's
you have American-
people from judge. I'm telling you, all the. Well, excuse me. Let me say this.
You would have to compare
This-
Solo Leveling and like say like Viral Hit,
Let
or
me.
Solo Leveling and like
Whoa! Don't. Well,
like-
come on now.
well, no, what I'm saying is
extreme, but I get what you're saying.
those are similar footings. They're
Yeah.
two shows from the same culture. They're both from Korean
Yeah,
shows.
yeah.
Or both from Korean culture. They're both 20 minutes. They're both action-y.
And they do have.
Kinda-
Some, well, they both have
So-
some similarities in their culture, like you say, Korea.
Yeah.
Where they like, I want to look. You know, what they call it, lookism. That's
Oh,
why.
yeah.
I make fun of Jin, but that's why Jin was so
Yeah, yeah.
hated and disgusted because he wasn't fly. But they
See,
love
now
people.
he can be fly. You know what I'm saying? Now
He do gotta be like that's probably to be fair to Jin. If Jin was a real person, he is a product of his culture. He really is.
Yeah.
So the culture
So-
might suck.
That's why I
You
wouldn't compare Honestly,
But
like I wouldn't compare like a Japanese animated
but
show to
here
like
are the people
some
who are doing
American
it.
animated show.
The people who are doing it are our fellow content creators because they like to go on IG, they go on TikTok, and they do these stupid analysis, and they just say
It's not
anything
even close to a one to
that
one, y'all.
that fall out of their butt. They pull stuff out of their butt and they make this, and people
They
be like,
just
"Oh, blah
making
blah blah blah."
content, man. It don't even make sense.
It frustrates me to no end, bro. And it's just like, all right, yeah, like conversion rate. You got to convert. If there's a way to convert Jinwoo to the level of to the same equality of Invincible or vice versa, and we can come to some happy medium. There's probably some weird Japanese happy medium of Dragon Ball, some type of way that fit in the middle.
Yeah, there's
but
because their stories aren't even structured even sort of in a similar way. It's tough. I wouldn't put these. I mean, they're both action shows,
and
so
also,
I get it,
and
to a
let's face
certain
it,
degree.
man,
But
Mark cares about his mama more than Jim will care about his mama. So I'm just saying.
true. Well, no, dude, he went on a whole quest.
I know. I just said that. Just say that out.
Man.
I mean,
Anyway,
hey,
look,
let me
throw it to Lambo.
But Mike, you questioned it for a minute. Because
Anyway,
that boy's selfish.
let me throw it to Lambo Maserati. Look, what's your final thoughts? Where can they find you?
You know what? There's a group, a real dope group out of Detroit that made a Slum Village. They made a song, and it's like the Jinwoo anthem. Maybe I'm selfish. I watch to myself. I can't help it. Maybe I'm selfish.
Man.
All
Like,
of your shadow powers are mine.
Like I just feel like Jinwoo, man, Mike. They had a scene where Lady Cha, even when she killed the queen, she jumped off of the side of the building and stabbed the queen in the head 17 times, and then she posed, and then the queen split open. I was like, that's all they about. They do not stand on business. The only standing they do in this cartoon is grandstanding.
Look, hold on.
Grandstanding leveling. Grandstanding leveling.
Hunter Cha
and dying
deserved
ugly.
that pose. If I do a super cool flipping and slice down, and you know what I'm saying, of course I'm gonna walk slow mo away from the split, just like.
Or you could be like Mark Grayson and use your head but get ugly to make sure you kill the person. This is what you want?
Yeah, but see, of course, she won one-on-one. She had to do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's so funny. I had just told my son about one of my coworkers who, at one time, spent some time in Angola State Penitentiary. He might have been in there. He killed a couple people.
Oh.
No, he didn't say okay. He killed a couple people.
And
but
he was a little thrown off, but he was a nice guy.
Oh yeah,
nicest guy. And he told me about his time in Angola, 14 years. He said he taught me stuff about the prison life. He said either you're a lion or a lamb. Don't be a lamb. He taught me a new way to kill somebody every day, cause that's what he thought about all the time. Cause he's like, I'm not going back. Can't make me go back. He's like, that's what hell it is.
A skit on Living Color with the prisoners where where they do is talk about shanking people all the time or something. I remember something like that. We just kind of snap.
This is his real life. Shout out to Bo. Bo,
real life.
Man, Bo, I lost my point.
Sadness. See what happens? See what happens, y'all?
He kept it too real.
Kept it too real.
But about the grandstanding leveling.
Oh.
You know what?
Grandstand leveling.
I say this. So this is sad. I wonder what people are gonna say. He really went on that ranting ramble, only to forget the point he was making. I'm sorry, y'all. Bo, shout out to Bo. Bo was one of a kind.
Anyway, go ahead. Go.
But Mark went through it. The butt whippings he got in the blue suit were transformative. Mark don't even want to play Mr. Nice Guy no more. If you get out of line, he crushing you. The beatings made him stronger. He had to lose to win. I hate it for him because it's not gonna get better.
No, that's the thing. It don't get better.
Like Conquest is the worst thing he's seen. Conquest might be the.
But I do have hope for a brighter day because I know since this this comic story has a definite end, I know that, you know what I'm saying, when they end, you know what I'm saying, Mark gonna be alright. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's all I need to know. I know he gonna struggle, but he gonna come out on the other side.
It's not about the ending; it's the journey.
Yeah,
you know, and he gonna journey through a lot. He gonna be some journeying.
Oh boy!
But and likewise, Jim Woo, he probably ain't he gonna journey, but he gonna be journeying for himself, man. Old self journey. I felt like he could have he could have done so much more to help. Like he gonna come after everybody, man. These people split open. The healer head been chewed off.
One of the greatest healers of all time. Could have been
one of the greatest healers of all time. They brought him out of retirement. He was like one last show. He got Iron Man, except he didn't go out healing. He got his head chewed off by an angry black ant.
When he could have been shielded by undying shadow warriors.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Jin Woo needs a Cecil up his butt. That's what he needs. Snap. He need a Cecil.
We might need to get some shirts put in the blurted shot. Maybe Cecil was right.
Anyway, where can they find you? They might think about Cecil.
I'm Mark Dub on IG. We ain't gonna worry about that other platform because I'm sick of that dude. And I'm Mark Wallace on Facebook. I'm pretty sick of that dude too. Y'all come see me in real life, man. Shoot.
Yeah, that's the best way to be.
All right, word, Coop. What's up? Final thoughts? Where can they find you?
Final thoughts. Jin Woo is selfish. Korea fighters, y'all need to quit grandstanding and posing. Confirm your kills. Live. S rank stands for sorry. They stand for Jodine equals joke. Ask Naruto and them, the real fighters of the show. Gotta save all these. I'm the Jodine of the such and such village, and I got this power. Dead. That's what you are. Dead. Even though the healer did deserve it. That's my. The healer did deserve it.
He did not. He was a wonderful healer, and the blackhead found him and chewed him up.
Is a selfish bastard. That's what.
Now hold up. Well, now going to finish after you.
I know he ain't technically a bastard, but he's a selfish bastard. But anyway, I know. I get it. He got a mama. He got a daddy. It don't matter. He care about himself. He's a selfish a-hole, and he's our protagonist, not necessarily a hero. And he's just gonna kind of be. And I hate to tell y'all this, he's just gonna kind of be that way. Now, some people who get it, they deserve it. They deserve Jin Woo's wrath. So I'll say that. But if this story was to make me feel like this is a hero, y'all have failed tremendously. This is a cool story. Is it cool? Sure. It's cool. It's flashy. Beautiful art where they really put the money into the budget. As I love when people are putting the money in the budget for the movements. Y'all got that. Y'all can do that. Not saying it's a bad show. Not a bad show at all. Likable. I don't know if I like it. I like the people I like. They murdered real quick. Only let me introduce. Got to hang out with him for a little while. I like President Bach. His cat form ain't nothing. He's like, I'm afraid to show it, man. Show that weak form that's getting slapped around. Anyway,
I mean, it wasn't weak at first.
Yeah, they all weak now. They are now regular class. Don't worry. I'm telling you, don't even worry about it.
S class is like your base level. We have to reset everything now.
You ain't gonna even probably hear from another A rank person ever again. Cause like old boy, the funny dude who's like real tough. He's like, man, my little small rank self couldn't dare get out there. That's where we at now. That joke is so true. So, but nah, Invincible has been great. I enjoyed this season top to bottom. They have corrected so much from season 2, and I enjoy season 2. But I know that was season 3 shows you that turning point of the show of the story that you don't get nice Mark no more. Mark.
You know what?
Can't play around no more.
You know what, Coop? I gotta give it to Mike. He definitely had to train.
Yeah, he had to train
to get stronger. Like
he did.
Like he definitely had to train.
Yeah.
To
survive. To survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he didn't know about his dad. Like there was no way to train for that. He could have trained a lot. His dad still was gonna wash him up. But sometimes experience is your best training, because that's gonna tell you what to go do if you survive the experience. So that's why wisdom, experience, you can't sleep on them. You know, some people live through more stuff and they can tell you about what's what. And sometimes it's good to pick up and learn from them. You know, as we try to espouse to other folks. But I guess and I just want to give a shout out to Study Group. I got 2 more episodes left. Is anime adjacent based on the webtoon live action. Bro, if you Mike, you would love this show. I'm serious. Since you like,
I've watched 2 episodes.
So how you feel about Study Group so far, man?
It's alright. I'm not against it. It's alright.
I mean,
I'm not against it. I'm still there. I'm not against it.
I think I am a sucker
we done seen a little stepping up in there, so I'm not against it.
Good-hearted dum-dums who step up.
He's not a dum-dum.
He is a dum-dum, but he's a good dum-dum. He got his issues, but he's a dum-dum. That's the whole point of the show. Tell me he's stupid. He's a dum-dum. I ain't say stupid.
He learns different. You know, he learns different.
Yes, all right. But I'm not being, I'm not
doing my man.
Socially with it. I'm giving him his credit. I'm glad, look, he got the skill that's keeping him alive.
True.
And not only is he keep alive, he crushing their heads in. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Yeah.
He like, don't you dare talk about studying. What?
Look, we study.
And also,
we can be smart.
Korea again. What is going on in Korea?
Yo,
wow, y'all schools like
where are the good schools in Korea,
bro? And this is what's so crazy. Remember why I used to talk about Get School? Just think about the whole premise of Study Group is pretty much a sub story in Get School. That's how bad Get School is.
Dang.
Like their whole premise is just a chapter for the protagonist. Like a few chapters of him going to a hellish school where he's like, oh yeah, this is a school for thugs. They try, like, this is the second time I've seen this in Korea. That
I mean, it's not only that, it's
our real purpose.
What is it? The other show, the show that we watch. No, that's not. Is that a Korean? Is that a Korean adaptation too? The one, forgot what it's like rival schools. They be fighting all the time. I can't remember it now. Oh man.
What are you talking about? Windbreaker?
Yeah, Windbreaker.
No, that's Japanese.
Okay.
That's
so,
just a Japanese.
We ain't gonna blame that on y'all.
No, I'm just saying. Like they have their thing too, but see, that's delinquent. That's delinquent. They grow up out of it in Japan usually. In Korea, they are recruiting these kids to graduate into thugs to work for the gangs. Like, what is going on in Korea? This is the second time or third time I've seen this story. So that means there's some truth to it.
Some bad kids.
So you telling me there's some secret schools out there that's so bad, these technical schools, vocational schools, your job is to learn to be a good thug and foot soldier for some rich man's criminal organization. What in that? But then again, when you think about it though, or is America that far off from it? But we a couple of stones. But we ain't far from it. Maybe with the pen, maybe not with the hands, but with the pen. Man. But I'm just saying, I love Study Group. I'm gonna finish it. I might try another. There's another one called Weak Hero. Y'all, it must be hell to be a good student in Korea. I'm sorry. Maybe you know what? Maybe I've been too hard on Jiwoo. Because if this is where he went to school at, I'd be selfish. Maybe I'll be selfish too. He just needs, but also where there's a bunch of, I don't know, devilish ants running around your country between your island country and Japan. Maybe if you got the power of the Shadow Monarch, maybe you'll step up and keep some people alive who are valuable assets. I'm just saying, you
I
can
feel
look
you. I feel
good, you can look good and sexy while you do be proactive. All right, the fits are, look.
not
I ain't never say he
proactive.
looked bad. I say his fits are cold. All right. If I was slim and built that way, I'd dress that way too. Maybe not with the trench coat. That's a little too edge lordy. It's like
Ooh,
how much hot topic diet from the '90s do you need, bro? That, like, how much black do you need? You got black in, nails, fingernails too. Anyway, but I enjoy it. Still, I'm enjoying it. I I wish I would have got up with the new Sakamoto, but we're gonna get there. I'm pretty
thank
sure
you.
it's like one more episode left or two
I
for this
think
for
it's just
this core.
one.
It's this core, but the good thing is Sakamoto, the second half of the core will be coming for in the fall. So we will
All right,
get more
cool.
Sakamoto this
Sakamoto days.
this thing. So with that said, I think since winter has been kind of light, I mean, minus Invincible, that's his own thing. The anime this season's been light. Like Sakamoto is like an A plus. Solo leveling, A minus, B plus for me. I can't.
Invincible. Invincible. At least for me,
I
been an
put
A.
I just put Invincible to the side. That's like that's a great story.
It's it's expected.
Yeah, that's just like you can't. I don't even want to lump
I
him
get
in
you.
with Jin Woo and others. Sakamoto, that's the homie. But this is
Oh,
just this has been like when you take your breaks. This is a break because y'all spring. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get the list ready. Mike, I know you ain't gonna want to join me all this, but I ain't gonna lie. There's about 7 shows I might be watching, bro, easily. So
we'll see.
I
We'll
think
see.
next week, I'm gonna do the count. So within 2 weeks, y'all, we're gonna do our fall spring preview. It's gonna be crazy, like for real, for real. Like spring, if you want to jump into some new anime, spring is that time, y'all, for some good returning stuff. It's gonna be some dope new stuff. Like, and then we ain't gotta
Hold,
see, we
just
gotta,
hold on. We
we
we don't
gotta.
know if it's gonna be dope. We don't.
No, it's gonna be. We already know it's gonna be dope. We already seen some. You already said something's gonna be dope. It's gonna be like you do this every time you find stuff you like. Just stop it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. At least half of it by
I'll be the
Mike
judge of
standards.
that.
Judge to yourself, Judge Judy, Judge Joe Brown. Keep that
Nah, you
judgment
need
over
that.
there.
You need that Judge Mathis. He's the best judge.
Oh
He be having
God.
the best cases.
Yeah.
Judge Mathis be having the best cases, y'all.
So with that said, we're gonna get to that in a couple of weeks. But I'm Keith Cooper. You can find me on Blurred Period ISH on IG, Keith Cooper on Facebook. If you're not crazy,
If you're not
or
crazy.
racist. If you're not crazy, if you're crazy, leave me the hell alone. But you can contact me there for business purposes, or you can go to the Blurters page. Shout out to people who have actually contacted me today. I was doing some stuff, answer some questions, maybe setting up some things. Maybe down the line, if somebody says yes, I might be bringing another comic book from a local, well-known artist that people like. We shall see if decisions get made. I got some cons to get ready to go to. I will be in Mobile, back in Mobile, April 19th. Mobile Bay Anime Fest. Before that, I may be at the Livingston Parish Library Con. That's the parish next door, but it's virtually Baton Rouge, but we don't claim that. It is a separate parish. But if you people are in the Baton Rouge area and all parts around, come see me possibly March 29th. Depending on what my son do and how long he let me stay. But I got plenty of friends there. So March 29th, 10 to 3, go to Livingston Parish Library, get some good food, get some different art, different things, and have fun. And I will be telling you more where I'm gonna be at. And got stuff coming up, man. It's that time. It's con season. It's pop-up season. It's festival season. This is where you will find me at my places.
All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, final thoughts. Invincible. Thank you very much, because I know you ain't gonna be back for like 35 years. I don't know when we gonna see you again. All right, because we know how y'all do. All right, now. Hopefully, we'll see you this time next year, or I mean, this time at the end of this year. But you know, Man, I mean, because y'all just got to make me have faith in y'all again. But I know there are issues with the hiatus and everything, so we're gonna let that go. With that said, Invincible, choice, top choice right now. Solo leveling, you got one more episode. Got to bring it home. All right, you got to bring it home. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is land the plane. You've been coming through for me. Of course, we've already talked about the issues, but I think you're doing well. Just
Mark,
come on, bring it home.
Like
You know
you
what
on the
I'm saying?
island and Jim Woo was flying over you. He ain't landed the plane.
Yo, he gonna land the plane.
He gonna look at you and be like, "Your
Man.
feet
He
ain't
gonna look
cold
at
enough."
you with some fiery blue eyes, and then go and chill with his mama and let you get eaten by a giant ant.
He gonna be like,
Continue,
"Oh, you dead? I forgot. My bad." So
Your shirt look like it's from Walmart.
like,
You know.
look at what they're wearing. But anyway, with that said, guys, we got tons of good stuff coming. I'm sure there's gonna be some cool stuff in the spring.
A lot.
We'll see. We'll
A
see.
lot.
So,
Man, come on,
with that
stop
said,
that, Mike.
any,
DMC, Devil May Cry, Lazarus already lined up for you.
that's two. That's just two. All right.
Fire Force, that's 3.
That's just 3.
Loser
All right.
Ranger,
That's just 4. Well, that's 3.5 because Loser
All right,
Ranger kind
3.5.
of started losing me.
3.5.
They started losing me. I might not return on that.
I can understand why they might lose you.
Yeah, because I was like, I'm
Wait.
gonna be honest. I don't know if I care about this no more.
Windbreaker is returning.
All right, that's 3.
3.5. That's 4. So let's give it 4. Let's say 4.
It's possible 4.
All right,
It's
4 to possible already, and we haven't even dived in to find the Dr. Mekus and stuff like that we do.
We'll see. You know what I mean? I don't want Japan getting too hyped. All right, I don't want Japan feeling like they come on this show and they get all the love. Look, everything y'all produce ain't
I already
good,
know.
all right?
I already know how Mike is.
You ain't always dropping platinum hits. All right.
Hey man,
there's some trash out there too.
Hey
Okay,
man, but they pulled that gold trash out with Demon Lord $29.99. So hey,
No,
I'm just saying.
Demon Lord was straight flames. That's yo, we down
That's
with
gold.
that.
That's gold trash, and that's great.
Nah, they ain't no gold trash. This is just regular good. We ain't gonna.
Right, it's okay to be a trash anime that's good. That's a special category.
Anyway,
That's a good category.
Anyway, look, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. Until the next time, make sure you like, share, subscribe, tell people to come on through. Make sure you hit that like button, of course, like I said before. It matters, maybe. YouTube be acting like it do. Subscribe, maybe, because YouTube be acting like it matters. So, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get to whatever number I'm trying to get to, it's just a high number. Just go and subscribe and tell your mama subscribe too. Until the next time. Just us to you saying, look, keep your head on a swivel. Or maybe just keep your head. Peace.
I still don't level it.
Man, gotta level up. Level up. You know
I love King Chris, that dude who be doing the skits. And he was doing the dance, and he was like, what did this seal song? He was like, he looking at her, he looked at it back, he's like, I'm solo leveling. They then shot the flames up. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, dog.
Oh man.
Like,
anyway, we out.